Hello dear students, welcome back to our session. So we have completed area of triangle which was discussed in the previous video. Today we are going to begin with a new area, that is area of irregular shape. Now till now whatever we have studied about different shapes, it had different properties. It had a formula specifically for that particular shapes, like for trapezium we had a formula how to calculate the area. Also for triangle, parallelogram, rhombus, etc. Correct? But these are the shapes where there is no perfect formula for finding the area. The shapes called as irregular shapes, which you can see on the screen, what it is all about. Okay, the shape which doesn't have a specific name for that shape. Why it is called as irregular? Because you can observe this. Can we call it as any shape? Now rectangle has a property that all angles are 90 degree. So we can call, whenever we see a shape all angles 90 degree, we can call it as rectangle. But for such shapes there is no properties specifically, and it can be of any measurement, any angle it can be, any sides, etc. Now such shapes are called as what? They are coming under what? Polygon. Now what do you mean by polygon? Any sides having 3 or more than 3 is called as polygon, correct? So here it can be more than 4, more than 5, or any number of sides it will be having. So how to find out the area for such figures? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. Now finding area, is it possible? Yes, finding area for such shape is possible. And the unit of measurement, okay, now here area is found out with the help of squares only, as similar to the other shapes which we have studied. So unit of measurement after finding area will be square. It can be centimeter, meter, kilometer, anything. Okay, so it is possible to find out the area. Now if I ask you all which shape is this, do you all have an answer? We cannot tell it as a triangle, we cannot tell it as a rectangle, but mixture of both we can see. Now if I ask you all, find out the area of this shape, how are you going to find out? When you get such shape where you cannot identify which shape it is, what you are going to do is, we can just draw an imaginary line over here so that we can bifurcate between triangle and rectangle. We can use triangle, we have studied area of triangle, we also know the area of rectangle, correct? So we can use the formula of both and we can add it together to get the area of this entire shape. Now see, if I draw here a straight imaginary line, so we can see this is a triangle and this is a rectangle. So area of triangle will apply here, area of rectangle will apply here, and then when you add it together you will get the area of that shape. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it in our practice set. So you will use area of triangle, you can use area of trapezium, it can be area of parallelogram, depending upon what shape it is and what shape you can find out inside that shape. Okay, now let's move on. You can see a swimming pool here. Can you tell me that it is a perfect any shape? Can you call it as a rectangle? Can you call it as a triangle or any other shape till now what you have studied? No, we cannot tell which shape it is, correct? What shape does this? Is nothing but a irregular shape. Now how will you find out the area of the swimming pool? You can draw an imaginary line over here and you can separate these. Okay, this can be a rectangle, this can be a rectangle. So finding the area of two rectangles, combining it together or adding it together, you will get the area of the swimming pool. Okay, this is how we are going to move further. So you have come across in your real life also many such examples. The field which you can see now here also, you can see here, which is the borders you can see little bit highlighted. So all this is irregular shape, but still we can find out the area of such shapes. Now the area is very important, students. Where do you use in the real life? Where do you will use in this concept of area in real life? For architecture and many other professions. Now you might have seen such plans. This is a building plan, or it can be a plan for a bungalow or any house. So you can see it is a mixture of, you can see a rectangle, it can be square and some irregular shapes like this, etc. So finding the area is very important. Then only a building can be constructed, a house can be constructed. Without area it is very difficult to construct an area. So for all this, area is found out with the help of combining of different formulae. Okay, and one more thing, one important thing which you need to know, it's an extra additional information. Mostly our flats, the home which you stay, the area is mentioned in the agreement. Okay, the agreement you will be having. So just find out what is the area written. What is the unit of measurement for the area of a land or a house, your house which you are staying, the flat, etc. Okay, what it will be is nothing but it will be in square feet. Sometimes it will be in meters. Okay, mostly what is used? Square feet. How much square feet is your plot? How much square feet is your land, etc. Okay, so for planning this also we need area. You can see the measurements given as 4 feet, FT means feet, 7 feet, etc. Okay. Now, which are the professions where you are going to use area? Is nothing but civil engineering, surveying, while conducting survey to measure the land, etc. How much land is occupied for this building or anything else. It can be done for anything. Architecture, very importantly, architecture area is very important. Also garden designing, you all must have visited a garden. You can see separate section for exercise, separate section for garden for kids to play. Correct? A fountain section will be there where you can see a fountain, and for walking or jogging area will be there. So for all this, certain area is distributed and it is planned properly and then it is executed. So for all this we need, the topic is very important, that is nothing but area. Also the sports ground maintenance. So when a tournament is going on, so measuring the land, distributing between two teams, example for kabaddi or any other examples you can take, isn't it? So for all this area chapter which you are studying now, it is related to your real life. Okay, so that was a point which I wanted to discuss about this topic. So we are going to start with practice set 15.5, and in 15.5 we are going to do the first question. Second question we shall do it in the next class. Okay, so let's begin our class. So this is your first question. Now you can see it is a polygon, it's an irregular shape. So how will you find out the area of the shape? Now you can see right angle triangles, you can see over here, because this is the perpendicular height drawn. You can see a right angle triangle over here, and you can see a triangle. We can take this entire triangle because height is given, and if you add this, this becomes the base. Now what you can see in the center, which shape it is? To prove that any shape, to give a name to that any shape, we need a reason. Now you can see these two are the height, okay, and they are straight and they are parallel to each other. Only one pair of parallel sides you can see for that shape, and such shape is called as nothing but trapezium. So you know area of right angle triangle, you know area of trapezium. Using that we are going to find out step by step. We'll do one by one shapes we will take, and then at the end we'll add all the areas, we will get the answer. Okay, so let's begin. First we will take PAQ. So it is a right angle triangle, so you have to write triangle PAQ is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle, so we are going to use the formula area of triangle PAQ. What is the formula we are going to use? Half into base into height. Which is the base of that triangle? Name that first. Length PA into length, which is another base of the triangle, which is the height of the triangle QA. Okay. Now solve it further. Half into PA is how much? 30, and QA is per. So you can cancel 2 and 50, 25s are, okay. So what you will get? 750 as the answer, and it is the area, so we are going to write square meter, because in the question it is mentioned all the measurements are in meter, so we will write square meter. Now first part is done. Now next is what? Trapezium. How can we tell that a shape is a trapezium? So for that you need to write which side is parallel to which side. Length QA is parallel to length RC. So therefore we can say that quadrilateral QACR is a trapezium. Okay, that is the reason we can call that as a trapezium. Now apply the formula. What is the formula for the area of trapezium? Area of quadrilateral QACR is equal to half into sum of length of parallel sides into height. Okay, so substitute, first write which are the length there, half into sum of the length of parallel sides. So it is nothing but length QA plus length RC, close the bracket, and then into height. What is the height? Length AC. This is the height. Now substitute the value. So half into QA given as 50. Okay, so 50 plus RC is 25 into AC is how much? It is 30 plus 30. You can see AC is nothing but AB plus BC. So 30 plus 30 you will get. So solve it further. Half into 50 plus 25 is 75 into 60. You can cancel 2 and 60. 75 threes are is nothing but 225. And the 0 for 30. So square meter. Okay. Now which is left out? You can see RCS triangle in your textbook. So RCS we have to find out. It is a right angle triangle. Okay. So triangle RCS is a right angle triangle. Okay. Then write down area of triangle RCS is equal to half into base into height, which is the base given there, length CS, into what is the height given, length RC. Now substitute the value, half into what is CS given. CS is nothing but 60 into 25. Okay, now you can cancel 2 and 60, you get 30 here. Correct? 25 threes are 75. So how much you are getting? 750 square meter. This will be your answer. Whether our sum is done? No. One more triangle is there below part which you can see PTS. So that we are going to find out the area. So write down in triangle PTS. Go to the height of that triangle. Length BP is the height. So we can use half into base into height formula. So area of triangle PTS is equal to half into base into height. That is nothing but half into what is the base there? PS. Then PS and height is then BT. Okay. Now substitute the value half into, now what is PS, students? You can see PS is nothing but PA plus AB plus BC plus CS. So 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 60. So that we need to write 3 times 30 is added and last is 60. Close the bracket and what is the height given? 30. When you add this, how much you are going to get? Half into 150 into 30. Okay. 2 and 30 we can cancel, we know 2 15s are 30. And 15 square you all know it is 225 and 0. So it is square meter. We have found out separately all the areas. Now what is asked, we have to find out the area of this plot. So what you are going to write? And this plot is a polygon. Area of polygon. Name that PQRST is equal to, you are going to add all the areas of other shapes. Area of triangle PAQ plus, I am writing it here below, students. You have to write one besides the other. Then area of quadrilateral QACR plus area of triangle RCS plus area of triangle PTS. So you need to add the area of all these shapes. First one we got 750, second one we got 2250 of the quadrilateral trapezium formula using, we got 2250. Area of triangle RCS we got 750 again, and last one we got 2250. Now when you add this together, how much you are going to get? You are going to get 6000 square meter. Okay. First add 2250 plus 2250 and then 750 plus 750, you will get the answer. So this is the final answer. Area of the plot, that is PQRST, that was a polygon, nothing but 6000 square meter. Now the second question I shall be uploading tomorrow, students. That's all for today. Thank you so much everyone. Please do take care. Have a nice day. Bye.